Build an owl nest box along with me with free plans from Habitat Architect. Link in comments below. I run a blog called Urban Explorer, and along the top bar is something called Habitat Architect. Habitat Architect has a list of plans for things like nest boxes, squirrel nest boxes, and barn owl nest boxes, and I haven't yet made one for a barn owl, which I have every year nest in my attic above my bathroom. I love barn owls, and so this year I'm going to try to make a nest box and put it where I think I'll be able to see if it gets nested in, and also the babies if they hatch. Every year they move before the babies hatch, and sometimes raccoons get the eggs. This is a squirrel nest box I made, so I think I can do it. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna try in this video, parts 1 and 2, to make the owl nest box. If you would like these plans, they are free unless you buy the entire set of plans for nest boxes, and then they're 99 cents for an entire set, which I think has like 10 different plans. This one here is free off of the Urban Explorer blog, and I'll put a link to the blog in comments and in cards. So mine is not going to be 18 by 18 inches. This year I think I have a smaller owl, and so I'm going to make it 16 by 16 in the front, and then the sides are 18 by 24 in the plans, but mine is going to be 16 by 20. And you can see where the drain holes go and the air holes. This is a bark covering that's optional, and then there's a hinge and a screw that holds the door until you take it down and you want to clean it out, and then you just unscrew it and open it up. And a 6-inch hole is an important part of the nest box, because the owl or the particular type of bird will choose the box supposedly according to the size of hole. So you can just print that off the website off of Habitat Architect and just save it as a PDF like I did here and have it on your laptop, or just print it out. Or if you'd like the full set of plans, they're at scribed.com, and I'll put a link to those. And one of the nice things that is also on the website or in the packet Scribed are guidelines if you make your own box. Like say you get a teapot, or even like I've heard of a rubber boot or something. People make birdhouses out of all sorts of stuff. It tells you the basics that you need to know. You need to know the entrance diameter, the entrance above the floor, the number of inches from the floor to the beginning of the hole that is the entrance, the floor cavity, which is like the depth of cavity, those two measurements there, and then the hang height, and a few additional comments. So I have a couple for owls. The screech owl, which I think I might have, and the barn owls, which I've had before. So this is a two-part video to see if I actually can get the box made and hung up, and then also if they nest, I'm going to make a way to look in. So I just have my tools out here. I have a drill and some drill bits to make the hole. I don't think I have one that will make a 5 or a 4-inch hole, so I have these little hole saws, and then I'll just use my jigsaw to make the hole, so it won't be nice and round. I think my biggest hole saw is 2 inches. Screws, wood glue, a tape measure, and a pencil, and also wood. If you haven't used a hole saw before, this will make like a 3/4 inch hole like the air holes are, and also 5/8 of an inch exactly. And then these are also a type of hole saw that will just, make you that exact size of hole, and you don't have to worry about using your jigsaw. I guess the next thing I need is just some good luck. So these air holes above need to be 5/8 of an inch, and there need to be 5 of them along the top, about 1/4 inch or 3/4 of an inch down from the top. And then these are drain holes in case the weather is stormy and water gets in, and also, you know, just to keep it nice and dry in there. And these are 5/8 of an inch. I don't have a hole saw that's 5/8 of an inch, so mine are just going to be 1/2 an inch, I guess. Now my chart says to have a 5-inch hole, but this set of plans shows a 6-inch hole. And I used something that I got from the Fish and Wildlife Department, and I fashioned it a little bit different for these plans. Why would anyone even want to make this unless they had owls at their house in their attic? They're great rodent control, for one thing. Gosh, just today I was walking and I saw, not near my house luckily, but about 2 miles from here, a neighborhood that's really pretty nice, and a huge rat went in the drain right in front of me. And you know, not only are they possibly getting toward numbers that could make them endangered, but also they're great rodent control. Like something like 3,000 rodents in a year they eat, and that's pretty, that for me, after what I saw today, that's good enough of a reason. But also I wanted to provide them some habitat that doesn't make my bathroom fan go off every year. And I just love owls, I really do, and I think people should try to make these boxes and have them out if they can, and if they have a space to do that. Here are my trees that I think my screech owl's been in. I think it'll be fun if the owls choose my nest box. I have some plexiglass, so I'm going to try to make a way to peek in at the owls, and hopefully they won't be able to see out too much to be scared. Here's my big piece of wood that I am chopping up. These are some smaller salvaged pieces that I think I can make use of. One thing you don't want to forget are safety glasses. One thing you don't want to forget is a pair of safety glasses. Well, that was scary, but the update is I got the first piece cut. Now 2 more. Yay, another piece cut. One thing you don't want to do, I've had this happen, is hit this on a jigsaw. That holds it, like it's just on, and mid-board I couldn't get it to turn off. Oh, it was the scariest thing that ever happened to me. So here's my stack of wood. Now I need to put the hole in. I only have a 1-inch hole saw, and I need a 6-inch diameter hole, so I'm just going to drill the hole and then use my jigsaw. Sorry I can't show you much of the action here. My kids went camping, and the tools I have to have both hands. So I'll drill the hole and get back to you. Here's what it means by distance of the distance of the entrance from the floor. So I'll start the hole, the 1-inch hole at 4 inches, and then I'll go ahead and make a 6-inch hole. Well, that's what that looked like, so I'm going to try this one and see how that does. That did the trick. Got my hole. There it is. I am the proud owner of a large hole. But you do not know how proud I am of that. That wasn't easy. There it is. Now I have to figure out along the top where the drain holes go, or the air holes up here. 5/8 of an inch, or 1/2 an inch. I gotta go look actually. 3/4 up here and 5/8 down on the bottom. For ladies who haven't done this before, this is called a keyless chuck. You just unscrew it and take your bit out and change it. Now I need the hole saw that is 5/8 of an inch. And so I just put it in there until it's solid and then tighten it up. There's my first air hole, but those look a little large. I'm going to switch to 1/2-inch holes instead of 3/4. My second try is a little prettier. It's getting kind of dark, I hope you can see that. And there's the pink sky with the sunset through my owl's tree. Aww. I feel so close to you guys. Like we're sharing this moment. The sunset, the owl box. I have to go charge my drill now, and it's also getting dark, but you can see that the bottom is going to have the 3 holes there and then 3 holes along the back here. And then I will finish part 2 tomorrow in the sunshine. Thanks for watching. To charge your drill, you just slip this piece here, sorry, you just slip this piece off and then slip it onto this battery charger like that. And when the light turns, both I think are green or both are red, then it's charged and ready to go. So check out my blog, karaskywilde.blogspot.com, and hopefully we'll get one of these nesting in there. That's a laughing owl. I had those visit once. That's at Leach Botanical Gardens, but they didn't stay long. They sure are pretty though. There's an osprey. These are photos I took at local parks of urban wildlife. And there's my son. He's paddling. And I sort of haven't been there since this trip because we went in the evening at night. Thanks for watching.